Joseph, the beloved son of Jacob, lived among his brothers in the land of Canaan. His father loved him deeply and gave him a special robe, setting him apart from the others. But this favor stirred jealousy in his brothers' hearts. One night, Joseph dreamed that bundles of grain in a field bowed down to his own bundle. When he told his brothers the dream, they grew angry and mocked him, wondering if he truly believed he would one day rule over them. Soon Joseph had another dream, where the sun, the moon, and 11 stars bowed before him. Even Jacob was troubled by these words, though he kept them in mind. Days later, Jacob sent Joseph to check on his brothers who were tending the flocks far from home. Joseph traveled across the fields until he reached the place where they were working. But when the brothers saw him approaching from a distance, their jealousy had already hardened into hatred. They began to plot against him, saying that this dreamer must be stopped. When Joseph arrived, they seized him, stripped him of the robe their father had given him, and threw him into a deep pit in the ground. The pit was empty and dry, and Joseph was left there helpless, while his brothers sat nearby and continued their meal as if nothing had happened. Soon a caravan of traders passed through the land on their way to Egypt. Seeing an opportunity, the brothers decided not to leave Joseph in the pit, but to sell him to the travelers instead. They pulled him from the pit and handed him over to the traders, receiving silver in return, while Joseph was carried away far from his home and family. To hide what they had done, the brothers took Joseph's robe and stained it with blood before bringing it back to their father. When Jacob saw the robe, he believed that a wild animal had killed his son, and he fell into deep sorrow that no one could comfort. Meanwhile, Joseph was taken away to a foreign land, traveling toward Egypt with the caravan, unaware of the future that awaited him. What his brothers meant for harm would one day become part of a greater plan, though none of them could yet see it.